Hello, Libra. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be your full moon tarot reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so some of it may not resonate for you. Typically get messages from all over the place, so there will be messages from multiple people. So take what resonates for you, leave the rest for the people they are meant for. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I do tarot readings around the new moon and the full moon. And I also post a video every Monday called Metaphysical Monday, where we talk about metaphysical stuff like crystals and smudging and meditation and some other things that come up that you may want to discuss or learn more about. So if there's something that you want to learn about, let me know in the comments. And I put all of those Metaphysical Monday videos in a playlist together. So there's a link to there's a link in the description box to the playlist of all the Metaphysical Monday videos, so you can catch up and maybe just look around, see if there's anything for you there. All right, so I'm going to start with Vivid Journey Tarot, and what we're going to look at is your full moon energy. Full moon is about manifestation, and like everything kind of, it's the peak of the cycle where everything kind of comes together. I just realized I don't have my incense lit. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Gets me in the mood. Okay. Full moon energy. I'm going to shuffle this way right now. I don't know why. All right. One more like that, and then we'll get to the regular shuffle that I do. I guess they just needed a little cleanse first. Okay. Full moon energy for Libra. What is the energy surrounding Libra this full moon? Full moon energy for Libra. Okay. We're taking these two. We have the Page of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like, are you waiting for some news on maybe a job? I feel like there's some news coming in. If you're not waiting for the news, it may be unexpected, but I feel like it's something that you've been working on. You've been progressing in something, and I feel like there's some communication about that is happening around this full moon. So either you're waiting for something, or it might not be something that you're expecting, but there could be some news. I feel like there's news regarding something that you're working on. Could be money, could be career related, could just be, working on yourself, and you finally received some kind of insights that you were hoping to learn about yourself. So let's see what else we have for Libra. Okay. Nine of Cups. Okay. Something that's going to make you happy. Okay. So I feel like you're working on yourself. This is some self-work here. Anything else that we have going on for Libra? Libra's energy for this full moon. Libra's energy for this full moon. Okay, this one. The Hierophant. Okay. What's this Hierophant about? Nope, just that one. And then another 8, the 8 of Wands. Okay. All right. So what I feel you're working on is yourself. You're kind of seeking some messages from maybe your higher self. The Hierophant is a teacher, somebody who is kind of ranking. I'm hearing the word ranking, somebody that ranks above you. So this could be a message from your higher self, working on something. And then we have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands for me is like a kind of like a manifestation card. It means you're putting something out there. You're putting something out there, and the 8 for me is reciprocation, getting it back. So the 8 is like the infinity sign, where kind of a karma cycle where what you put out comes back to you. It's kind of like a reciprocation cycle, not just a regular cycle like a wheel or a circle. It's not that kind of cycle. It's a putting forth energy and then receiving that back. So I feel like the energy that you're putting into yourself right now, you're going to get back. You're getting this message. You're getting something back here that you've put in some work for. Okay, so we have 2 8s here. So I'm really feeling the reciprocation. There could be a teacher in your life, a teacher, somebody, again, ranking, I'm hearing ranking, somebody that ranks above you, maybe a boss at work, or somebody in your actual physical life that is going to be helping you work on yourself, or that has a message for you that will help you on your journey. It's something that you're working towards. Now, I feel like for some of you, this could be an actual person. I feel like that's a small amount of people. I feel like for the majority of the people this message is for, it's going to be more your higher self that is teaching you, or your guides. I'm just getting like a lot of self-work and happiness, working on your own inner peace. Having these two next to each other like this is you putting in the work to achieve this inner peace. That's how I see it. And there's something coming in. What is that? Is that I don't know if that was a flying thing or just like a little fuzz. But go over there. It could be an ash. No, it went out. My incense went out. I'll do it again later. But yeah, so I feel like there's something coming in for you, some kind of communication. It has to do with your feelings about yourself. Could be another person involved, but really I feel like this is your higher self coming in to give you a message. But it's coming back to you. Whatever work it is that you're putting into this thing, yourself, your spiritual growth, your emotional growth. I'm seeing a lot of emotional growth here. But you're the one that's putting in the work. You're realizing finally that you used to expect the feedback from others to make you feel better or to make you feel adequate, and you're starting to realize that the only acceptance you need is from yourself. So I feel like that's where this cycle is going for you. I feel like that's what you're kind of pulling in with this full moon energy, is that self-realization, that connection to your higher guidance that is telling you, look, you're fucking good enough. You don't need this person or society to tell you your worth. You know your worth, and expect what you're worth in return for the work that you're putting in. So I feel like that's the energy. Let's see if we can get some advice. I'm going to actually switch decks here. I'm going with the Universal Weight. Any advice for Libra? Ooh. Very chatty deck. Okay. Good Lord. All right. That's it. I'm taking all those. I think there's like 5 cards here. Oh, there's maybe more. Okay. These ones want to be read reversed today. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So the first 2 cards that came out together were the 4 of Wands and the 5 of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you're kind of coming out of this solitude. Like you're no longer feeling like those empty cups are bothering you. You don't need those cups to be filled by somebody else. You can fill them yourself. And I feel like that's bringing you some stability. So I feel like for the advice is to see, you can't see his face. He's not really paying attention to what's going on around him. It kind of seems sad about these empty cups, but not really paying attention to these cups that are up right over here. So we have that in the reverse. So I feel like that is you not being, not sulking. Okay. You're celebrating again here. Stability. I feel preparedness for stability to come from this card for you. So I feel like it's a time to start preparing for a new life, a commitment to yourself. Okay, because that's what I see you working on here. It's time to take yourself out of your own way, your own head. Stop stop sulking, and get ready. That's the wrong side. Get ready for a new beginning, a new partnership, a new, and I really feel like this is a partnership with yourself. This is you focusing on you, making yourself happy. So that's some advice there. And then these were 4 other cards that jumped out. And we have the 7 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles again. 8 of Pentacles again there. Okay, so that's come out twice from 2 different decks. We have the Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Okay? So, again, new ideas, new thoughts, new communication here from this page. The pages are messengers, right? And so we have here new thoughts, new ideas, something that is being given to you by, you know, the hand of God, or guidance, or somebody higher ranking than you. Okay, so we have, you know, make a decision. You're already putting in the work, so continue working. This is just having so many options available to you, but I feel like you already know what you want because you've taken this time. Here we go again with the, you know, just kind of looking at what is ahead of you. This is, you know, taking a breather and looking at what's coming in for you, where you're headed, what path you want to take. And I feel like it's just really narrowing it down. Which way is going to get you here? Because this isn't doing it. This one's not doing it anymore. You're coming out of that. So it's really just deciding to focus on that work. You may need to take a minute to take it all in, see where you're headed. But ultimately, I'm feeling that you should just continue working on what you're working on, and the other things will kind of all fall into place. Continue working on what you've got going on. Yeah, that's what I feel for you. And we have this eight of Pentacles twice, so I feel like that is telling you keep doing what you're doing because it's working. And you're going to get all that coming into you. We have newness here. We have messages, you know, and I feel like messages from your higher self. Pay attention. Again, this was reversed. This is not, you know, this is just like sulking and feeling sorry for yourself. But you need to really take a look around and pay attention and, you know, look where you're going. Take a look at where you're headed because it's going to be rewarded. Okay, we have rewards in store for you. Keep your eye on the prize. All right, so that's what I have for you today for this full moon. I hope that resonated with you. If nothing happens to resonate for you, I would check out your moon, rising, Venus signs as well. If you're not sure what that is, there's a video in the Metaphysical Monday playlist that explains that. But for now, this is my message, and I will see you in the next video. As always, have a blessed day.